Hey everybody, I'm Patricia.
And I'm Patrick.
And we're the Pop Culture Twins with another episode of Inside the Cage. So, Patrick, I always wanted to ask you this question. Do you like being a twin?
Interesting. Yeah. I never really thought about being a twin. This is all I've always known. I was a twin. I don't know anything different. So just, you go to school with somebody every day, you come home, school with everybody, someone every day. But I never thought about it really to appreciate it until I was in high school. To realize, you know what? We're different. You know, you can't explain how it feels to be a twin unless you're talking to another twin.
Right.
And it's mute. It don't even go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like being different.
Yeah, whether it's identical twins or multiple, it's just a different thing because the one thing we can say to people is that everyone says, oh, I came into the world alone and that's the way I'm going to go out. I'm like, not for us. We didn't come into the world alone. And a lot of people think that Patrick and I are the only kids in our family, and we're not. We're the youngest of 6 kids. 3 girls, 3 boys. So that would make us the Brady bunch. That means we're Black Bobby and Cindy, right? Yeah. So, I don't have the list, but I'm Cindy. So, but it's like, it was cool. When we grew up, in the 70s, there wasn't a lot of twins, like in our grades, I think it was elementary, there was only one other set of twins and they were identical twin boys. Remember Frank and Ron?
Ron and Fox.
Fox. They were the only twins that we knew of our whole childhood. So that was like what was so great about being a twin, People look at twins as either a grace of God or a freak of natures, but it wasn't a lot of them back in the day. Like twins is like everywhere. It's like Twin Nation.
Right.
But when we were kids, it was really prominent on TV with the boy-girl dynamic. That made us feel special. Remember, we used to watch reruns of this show called Family Affair. Remember Family Affair?
Buffy
and Jody. Buffy and Jody. And it was about this bachelor, Bill, who's living in New York, and he had a butler, and he was living the single life, and then an unexpected tragedy happened. I believe his brother died, and then they said that they have 3 children, and you are now, the guardian of them. And so it was 16-year-old Sissy, and then it was 6-year-old boy-girl twins, Buffy and Jody. Yeah. And then the butler became like Mr. French, was like the instant nanny.
I forgot all about that.
I love that show. That's what made us feel special, because we're like, oh my gosh, there's someone just like us, a boy and a girl twin. Yeah. That made us feel really special, but then after that, it was like, you didn't see anything else, on TV until Saturday morning cartoons. Remember Saturday morning where you could watch cartoons all morning, like all the channels just had what it is anymore, like it was back in the day, big hoopla and all that. But there was one show that singled us out. It was called Super Friends, and they had these twins called the Wonder Twins. Yeah. And it was Zan and Jana, I think it was Zan and Jana. And they were cool because he could turn into like objects like water or something like that, or snow, and she could be objects like animals and but I liked when they used to do this. They would put their fists together and they go Wonder Twin powers activate.
Yeah, I like that part.
And then they would do their little transformation and all that. Like he go, I'd be, a bucket. And she goes, I'll be water. And it was like I thought that was cool, That was like, I felt like we were showing the love, but
I think as we got older, I don't know, it became more significant. Not only with ourselves, but other people even recognizing, oh, those are the twins, those are the Cage twins.
Yeah. And, the cool thing about us was that, Patrick and Patricia were born on St. Patrick's Day. That's how we got our name. And, that made it, like, special. But it was like, I didn't feel like our birthday was great, because usually everyone would be like, happy birthday, Patrick. And they go, oh, you too, Patricia.
I just liked it because you had the green shakes from McDonald's.
That's all. And green's my favorite color. Not him, but he never took to the whole green thing. I did. I love it. But, I mean, there are a few movies out there that represent boy-girl twin. One that I'm not a fan of is Jack and Jill, the one that Adam Sandler played the girl in the boy. No. Like, Adam, I would have loved you if you just would have cast another female to play your twin sister that looked a little bit like you, because I'm sorry, I know you were doing it for jokes, but you're not a very attractive woman, and that gave me a complex as a twin, because he's a better looking twin.
You didn't take it. You shouldn't have taken it personal.
I know I shouldn't have taken it personal, but I got a complex already about my looks sitting next to you. But I was like, really? I was like, he just made her look really bad from the way she dressed and everything. So I was like, I still love you, Adam, but I was just like, Could have passed on that. But my favorite movie is a movie that came out a year ago, and I'm giving a shout out to Bill Hader and Kristen Wiig. It's a movie called The Skeleton Twins, and it's about these two twins who have just kind of like had no contact for years, and then some tragic incident happens that brings them back together. And it's like, they didn't talk in this movie, they don't have any contact for 10 years. Yeah. Could you like not see us not talking for 10 years?
I don't know, that's crazy. I couldn't even imagine. And you know, the funny thing about it is that we're close, but we're totally opposite.
Yes, yeah.
We're totally opposite.
And the thing is, like, I'm good, he's bad. It's just like, if you want to do something quick and slick, ask him. If you want to do something by the book, ask me.
I just call it knowledgeable. That's all that is. I knew a little bit more about my survival technique.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you were a girl.
I did too.
Because you had a lot of girlfriends. Mm-hmm. Which was...
I had a rule. When I would tell him before that, I'm like, once you lay eyes on my brother, he's good looking, you're gonna want to talk to him. I repeat, do not talk to him. Please, you'll totally thank me in the end. Some of them listened, and some of them didn't. And the ones that didn't got their heart broken.
Well, you know, a small percentage really took your advice on that.
I know, because you're not telling me about some of them.
Small percentage.
Yeah, you're not telling me about some of them. But, you know, I got to say, but today in Hollywood, it's like the identical twins are coming back. They are holding it down, like Mary-Kate and Ashley, Tia and Tamara, they doing their thing. Benji and Joe Madden, the Madden brothers in music, even the NBA. The Lopez twins, they holding it down. When are the boy and girl twins gonna get their due? I mean, there's even a new TV show called Twinning. It's a competition show with identical twins. I really like that though.
I saw that.
Did you like that, how they did that telepathy thing where they say what number comes to your mind and some would get it and some wouldn't? It was just like, that was spooky. We have that a little bit, but we finish each other's thoughts.
But where do we fit in?
Glad you should say that because we got some love from Hollywood this year. Yes, we did. I got to tell you, we got some love in film and TV. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, someone noticed us again. If anybody of you are Avengers fans, then you know what I'm talking about. Do you see the Avengers Age of Ultron?
No.
They had twin villains. Well, they started off as villains, but now they're good. It's called Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Quicksilver, he's like speed lightning. He got lightning speed, and then she's got these things in her hands.
Oh, no, I know you're talking about, but I didn't know they were twins.
Yeah, they were twins. I was like, they called them the twins. I was like, yes, boy-girl twins. And the funny thing is that Elizabeth Olsen plays Scarlet Witch, and you know who she is. She's the baby sister of the Olsen twins. So if anybody could get firsthand knowledge on being a twin, she would, because she could talk to them. But here's another bit of trivia. Scarlett Johansson, who plays Black Widow in the Avengers, she's a twin to a boy. So right there, Elizabeth could go to her and talk to her about what's it like to be twin to a boy and da-da-da-da. So the researcher was right there. She had it going on.
So there should be a platform soon for us.
I think so. I'm like, well, I think so now more than ever, thanks to the TV show Blackish. Thank you, Anthony Anderson, for putting twins in your family dynamic there. The two youngest are twins, which is Jack and Diane. They're just like us. Because Diane's very studious and academic and all about the money, keeping that money. And then Jack is all about using his looks to get out of trouble, and he's drama like you. I mean, if you did a side-by-side with us, I think that it was about us. I'm like, if we were kids today, we could have gotten cast in Blackish. I'm almost sure of it. Anthony, but it's not too late. No, it's not too late, though. Anthony, this is a shout-out to you. If you do an episode where your character Dre has a sleep sequence and he's an older man in his dad's shoes now and his kids are grown, we could play the grown-up version of Jack and Diane.
You already wrote the episode.
I wrote the episode. So Miles Brown and Marseille Martin, watch out, because we're coming. We're coming. We're going to play you guys in the older version. So I think we could do it.
I think so, too.
Well, I guess that's enough for talk about Twin Nation in the world of pop culture. But, thanks, everybody, for tuning in this week. If you wanted to get a little education on twin relationships, I think we've given you a good lesson today.
I think so. They've been educated.
So I think they've had enough of us today.
I guess we'll tune out.
Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Check us out next week again for another episode of Inside the Cage.
See you next week.